Okay, so today we are graphing systems again, but this time they are not going to necessarily be in slope-intercept form. So we're going to have to, in most cases, we're just going to rewrite them so that it is in slope-intercept form, and then we can go from there. Okay, so if we take a look at number one, let's take this first equation. We'll deal with that one in blue. So that one is not written in slope-intercept form right now. So I'm not ready to graph it. So first thing I want to do is I want to put the y, I'm going to flop it over because remember, I can't stand if y is not on the left. So there we go. I flopped the whole thing over, so now y is on the left. So now all I need to do to get this into slope-intercept form is to divide everything by a -2. So I'll go ahead and do that. So now I have y by itself. Remember how to write this chunk right here? I'm going to move the negative upstairs, and I'm going to leave it as -5/2, and I'll put the x over on the side. And then +8 divided by a -2 gets me a -4. Okay, so now I have that equation in slope-intercept form, and it's good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and graph that. I would start down at -4, and then my slope is -5/2. So normally I'd go down 5/2, but I can't because I would run off my grid. So I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go up 5 and to the left 2. Okay, if I wanted to try that again, up 5 to the left 2, I am a little bit off my grid, but I can kind of guesstimate where that one would be. So let's go ahead and get that line in there. Okay, that one's done. Now let's go ahead and deal with this second one. We'll do that one in green. So this is another one that is not in slope-intercept form yet. So let's just rewrite it over here. -2y plus 4 equals -x. At least the y is on the left-hand side, so that's good. But I need to get the y all by itself. So let's go ahead and minus that 4. And then I'll divide everything by -2 again to get that y all by itself. So -x over -2 is now going to be positive. And remember how we write this? It's going to look like a +1/2 with the x on the side. And then -4 divided by -2 gets me a +2. So great, now I have that one ready to go. And that's going to start at a +2. And it's going to go up 1 to the right 2. So if I keep doing that, notice I didn't overlap until I go backwards. So if I had gone down 1, back 2, that's where you see those two overlapping right there. Okay, so let's get that line drawn in. And there we go. So now I see that I have a nice intersection point at -2, 1. So don't ever forget to give your answer as an ordered pair. That's so important. -2, 1. So it's not enough to just give me the graphs of the lines. That's great, but you need to also include this right here. Hold on. It's this important that I'm going to make it big and bold, okay? You have to include the ordered pair. That's your answer to the whole problem, okay? All right, so there's number one. Let's go ahead and try and do another one together. So if you were okay with yesterday's assignment, then hopefully this won't be too bad. There is just that first additional step of getting the lines in slope-intercept form or in a form that you can graph. So if you happen to have something that comes in point slope form, for example, and you recognize it, you can jump right to it. Okay, let's try number 2. Let's see how this one looks. I'm gonna move it over a little bit so I have some extra room. And let's see, go back to green. So the top one here, oops, that's way too big. Okay, -12 equals x minus 4y. So I want to get that y over on the left-hand side. I also want to get the 12 over. So I'm going to start by adding the 4y. And you'll have some choices here. You don't have to do it exactly like I'm doing it. I'm going to now move the 12 over. And then I'm almost there. All I have to do now is divide by 4. So that chunk, remember we're going to write it as 1/4 and then the x on the side and then plus 3. Okay, that one's good to go. Start at 3 and then I'm going to go up 1 over 4. I'm also going to go do it on the left just in case they cross over there. We don't know yet. So I'll go down 1 to the left 4 and that should do the same thing. Okay, so we'll graph that line. I didn't really do that too good. I'm trying to see if I can move it once I've drawn it. If you can, I don't know how. It's not, I can do better. Let's try. Let's try it again. If I think that's worse. Okay, all right. Let's try the next one. We'll do the bottom one in blue. Okay, so let's just copy it down here. -4y minus 4 minus 3x equals 0. Okay, this one's interesting. It doesn't have anything on the right-hand side. So what I want to do is I'm trying to get the y all by itself, right? So I'm actually going to take both the -4 and the minus 3x, and I'm going to add them to the right-hand side. And I can do that at the same time. I don't have to do that separately. And watch this, I'm even going to add 3x and then I'll add the 4. But I'm running out of room. That's a +4 on the end. Sorry, it probably won't even show up. So when I put it all together, I'm just trying to save myself some steps. Now I have 3x plus 4. So remember, I always want the x term first if I'm trying to get into y equals mx plus b form. And now we'll just divide everybody by that -4 and I'll be good to go. So again, you might not have done this in the same order that I did, but that's okay, as long as we all end up here. Oh, that would be a -1. Okay, so let's go ahead and graph this one, -1, and then we'll follow that slope, -3/4. So I'm going to go down 3 to the right 4. I don't have an intersection point, so let's try going on the left. So instead of going down 3 to the right, let's go up 3 to the left. Up 3 and to the left 4. And what do you know? Ding, ding, ding. I cross right there. So let's just get that line in. Good. And now I can see, yep, they're going to intersect at -4, 2. So do not forget, -4, 2. And that's the point that I need, right? That's your answer to the whole thing. Okay, we'll try another one. Hope everybody's doing okay. We're hanging in there over here. My son, I'm kind of lucky because I think he's young enough that he doesn't really, like, he doesn't get to go out. So we've been okay. All right, let's try number 5 then. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize. Shoot. I tried to make it so only the 4 were on the first page and then 5 through 10 were on the back, but it looks like that didn't work out this time. Sorry about that. I'm trying to make it so that you don't have to submit multiple photos, but looks like you're gonna have to on this one. Sorry guys. Okay, so let's try 3. 3 is not too bad. If I'm looking at this first one, we'll do this one in blue. Because y is kind of almost all ready by itself. There's only one little thing that I have to do. And in order to get that y by itself, all I have to do is add the 5x. And then remember, we want to shove it right there in front of that 3, right? Because we want it to look like y equals, and then I want my x term, and then I want the loose number on the end. Okay, so that one was pretty straightforward. Just had to add that 5x over. Okay, and let's go ahead and graph that. So I'll start at 3. I would normally go up 5 over 1. I can't do that, so we'll go down 5 to the left 1. And I don't even have enough room to do that again, so hopefully one of those 2 points is going to be my solution. But let's go ahead and draw that line. Okay, and now we'll switch to green. I wish I had more color choices. I love the color choices, but it's only black, red, yellow, green, blue. That's it. No purples. Okay, anyway. This next one, so this bottom one we'll do in green. Already, I don't like that the y is on the right, so I'm going to flop the whole thing over. That's going to be my first step. So I'll have negative y equals, and then, you know what, I'm actually going to flop this side too, because I want the x term to be first, so I'll do 2x plus 4. Just kind of make my life easier. Now, you're not ready to graph it yet, because that's not positive y. It has to be positive y, and right now it's negative y. So in order to change that, remember, I'm going to divide everything by -1, or multiply by -1, doesn't matter. And that's how I end up with this. Okay? So y equals -2x minus 4. So let's start at the -4. I would go down 2 over 1. I can kind of squeeze 1 in, but that's not really enough. So I'll go up to left 1. And yep, there's my intersection right there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and draw that line. Perfect. And then I give that ordered pair. So that ordered pair is going to be a -1, -2. Awesome, and that's my answer. Okay, we'll do one more together, and then I'll let you do the rest on your own. Okay. All right, let's try number 4 here. So, okay, the first one is almost ready to go. All I have to do is divide by 2, and then y will be by itself. Okay, that one's good to go now. So I'd start at -4 and down 3 to the right 2. I can't really do that, so I'll go up 3 to the left 2. Up 3 to the left 2. Okay. No, that one's way off. Let's try that again. That's better. I don't know if I can move it. I think I just didn't get my stylus in the right spot before. Oh, it's hard. Oh, you got to get it like right. There's a little tiny dot that, oh geez, no, I really messed it up. Okay. Oh no. It's the, oh no. Oh, I really messed it up. Hold on. All right, close enough. Okay, sorry. And now let's do that bottom one. So we'll switch to blue. And this one, okay, so nothing is on the left. So first thing I would do is I would move that 4y over. So let's minus 4y from both sides. And now I can go ahead and divide everybody by that -4. So I have positive y. This chunk, remember, is going to be written as a -1/4 x. And then -4 divided by -4 gives me a +1. Okay, so there's that one ready to go. I'm going to start at a +1. And I'm going to go down 1 to the right 4. I'm out, so let's do it on the left. Up 1, back 4, and there's my intersection. Awesome. So I should always be getting an intersection. So if you're not, and all of these should be at a lattice point too. So it should be at a nice ordered pair. It's not going to be at some random thing. And I double checked, they should all meet on this grid too. So if something's not, that's a sign that one of your graphs is done incorrectly. So this intersection point is at -4, 2. Okay, so that's it. So try the remainder of these, and sorry again that I didn't put it all on the backside. Maybe I can try and tweak the PDF. I'm not sure though, because I think I already posted it. So anyway, good luck, guys. See you later.